3 of my honeymoon and my marriage is already being tested. We still need to do a full debrief on the actual wedding, but this feels more important. Also, a moment for the bling. Spark notes for this story are gonna be Joe Jonas, a near-death experience, and Jesus Christ. So I got married in Italy, and I've never been to Italy before, so for our honeymoon, we are staying in Italy, and I am just so excited. Day 1 of our honeymoon, we go to this beautiful property. I've been wanting to come here forever. We get out of the taxi, we're unloading our stuff into the room, we have dinner at the hotel, super low key, right? I'm out on the town wearing my wedding band for the first time since we've gotten married. Who do I lock eyes with as I enter the restaurant of my hotel? None other than my childhood crush, Joe Jonas. Now, in order to maintain my badge of being a very truthful storyteller on this app, I have to disclose that as a child, I was a knit girl. I was always Nick. I may or may not have had a cardboard cutout in my room. That is not the point. As I have gotten older, that has slightly shifted in the direction of Joe. And that is who I walked into on my way to dinner, my first night of my honeymoon. The sun was going down. I was in a killer outfit, not this. Imagine a killer tight white outfit giving bridal era, ring on display for Joe Jonas. He's sitting on his own, and I say out loud as we walk past him and get to the host stand to check in for our reservation, I'm holding my husband's hand and I say, I am loyal, I am loyal, I am loyal, I am loyal. And my husband looks at me and goes, And I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, I love you, and we just got married, and I'm loyal. And he's looking at me like I'm about to confess something awful, and he's just staring at me, and I say, but the man that we just walked by is Joe Jonas. And you should have seen this man's face. He just looked at me and went, He knew, and I knew, we both knew, but I looked at him and I said, but I love you, and we just got married, and we are already being tested. So we sit and we have a lovely meal, and I don't really get starstruck. I wasn't gonna go talk to him and ask for a photo or something. That is not my vibe. But I was very excited to be dining in the same place as Joe Jonas, and we carried on with our dinner, and I thought that would be it. I thought it would be a funny little haha hee story that on day 1 of our honeymoon, we basically physically bump into my childhood crush. Right? Wrong. Day 2 of our honeymoon, and we're walking into the lobby trying to schedule a car for one of our little excursions, and lo and behold, who walks in? My test, Joe Jonas. And I'm thinking, we have to stop running into each other like this. It's too much. He, of course, seems lovely. The staff is taking a picture with him, and I hear him say, thank you guys so much, like, bye, have a good one. He's checking out. Thank God my marriage is no longer being tested. Day 2. My husband looks at me and he's like, look, it's him. Like, he's really trying to be a good sport. He also just slips in a quick mention that they bumped into each other in the bathroom, and that he thinks Joe liked his outfit because he kind of checked him out. I've never been so jealous in my life. Anyway, I am relieved to hear that Joe is checking out because I can focus on my honeymoon, my marriage, and we go on to our excursion. This excursion was a boat day bopping around Portofino, and one of those places that we were going to stop at involved a submerged sculpture that we were going to snorkel up to. The captain of our boat was amazing. He's telling us where to look and that there's this huge statue of Jesus. It's going to be amazing and kind of spooky. I have no weirdness with water. Like, I'm totally fine with all of that. We have these big snorkel masks on that cover your whole face, so I'm like, perfect, no water's going to get in. Breathing's not going to be an issue. We're going to jump. It's going to be great. I'm in this cute, sexy bikini that I just got. Very excited about it. I'm holding hands with my husband on the edge of the boat. We jump. I hit the water. As soon as I hit the water, blam, top goes up, itty bitty committee out for everyone in this cove to see, and Jesus directly below me and or in front of me as I'm sinking. Top at my face. You know what's also at my face? This massive snorkel mask. that I'm thinking airtight, covering my whole face. Nope, filled with salt water. I hit the water, my top becomes a headband, my mask is full of salt water, mascara in my eye, salt water in my eye, all of my face holes are filled with water. And then I think, okay, can't breathe, can't see, Tata's out. Tata's out for Jesus. Can't panic. People drown when they panic. So I think I just need to float, lay on my back. Keep in mind, so I'm trying to float on my back. I'm pulling my top down, trying to float. But as soon as my head goes from this to this, all the salt water goes back up my eyes. So my eyes are burning, not really sure if my top is covering anything. And then I remember I can take the mask off. So I take the mask off, all the water gushes out of my face, eyes, nose, mouth. I shimmy my top down, my husband bops out of the water. Isn't this amazing? Did you see the Christ statue? It's amazing. I am gasping for breath. I have just seen Jesus in many a way, thinking that my life was about to end. Day 2 of my honeymoon, after being tested by Joe Jonas, and almost dying in front of Christ with my boobs out. Tomorrow's a new day.